if you don't take control over this right now, you will waste your life away. And it's not a waste because we're going to learn something every time we go down the wrong path, though there are no wrong paths, right? That's the thing about life, is that it's always kind of contradicting itself, but you're in the right place at the right time. In this moment, right now, with me watching this video, you're in the right place at the right time. You haven't made any mistakes. You've just made decisions that have allowed you to learn and grow and become more and more and more the truth of who you are. And it's okay if you've taken the wrong turn sometimes. It's okay if you've forgotten your power and forgotten your potential. But I think that you were drawn to this right now so that you can continue to go on this journey of remembering the truth of who you are and remembering your potential and getting what you want, and no longer performing this act that we've been so conditioned to think is the only way. And we have, it's an interesting thing to talk about too, because it's not like I'm like, ooh, they're out to get us and they programmed us and blah blah blah. But at the same time, you are way more valuable to the system when you are brainwashed. And in many ways, we're brainwashed into thinking that we're not good enough, that, we're aging, and so we need all these extra things so that we don't age, and, we have to make our life look good so that we can be accepted by others, and we need validation from other people in order so that we can feel enough so that we can keep going. And if we don't get that validation, then we get triggered and we act out in a way and we lash out at people, and we then can't handle this trigger, and so we get distracted and we scroll too much, or we drink too much, or we I don't know, watch too much TV. There's so many ways that you can check out of your reality. So if you don't take responsibility for your life, then you will continue on this path of kind of feeling like you remember that there's more, like there's something else for you and that this isn't it, but staying in it because you keep going down that route of, trigger, shutting off. And the thing that I think is most important to say right now to you is that it does not matter if anyone else approves of you. It does not matter if anyone else thinks what you're doing is good enough, is right. And there's a path for you, a chosen timeline, a walk of life that is incredibly unique. You have your own fingerprint, right? No one else has your fingerprint. You also have your own walk of life. But so often we're trying to walk other people's walk of life. We're trying to get what other people have that we think looks nice. We think will give us the validation and the security and the stability that we desire, but you have to go deeper. Why do you desire that security and that stability and that worthiness and that? It's all because we want to be loved. At the bottom of it all is we want to be loved. We want to be secure. We want to be stable, and we want to be loved. We want to be enough. We want to be abundant. And when we start to remember the truth of who we are, we can remember that we are these infinite beings having a human experience. We are infinite abundance. We are unconditional love, and that everything that is not in alignment with that is not your truth. And you don't have to do the hard thing anymore. You really don't have to try the hard way anymore. You have this own unique path that is available to you when you choose it. When you take responsibility for your own life, your own circumstances, your own responses to your circumstances, and you start moving towards what you actually want. I don't want to say fearless because we can't be fearless. Fearless will guide you. What are you most afraid of? Not like silly, like phobias, not silly, but phobias and whatnot. That's not what I'm talking about. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of success? We might think that we want success, but what comes with success? Success might be like being seen, or it might be, having all this freedom. And like, what are you going to do with that? You might not know. And so if you don't know what you're going to do at that level of getting what you want and living the life that you want and having the career that you want and having all the things that you truly desire, you don't know what's going to happen. And so you have to address that part of you that fears that. We talked about this the other day, but we fear our potential. That's natural. That's what the subconscious does. It's just trying to keep you safe. Anything that's unknown could be marked as unsafe. And so instead, we stay small. we stay in what's familiar, which is this conditioning, these patterns, these limiting beliefs. But you're waking up. You are really waking up right now, and I think you're choosing differently. And that, it doesn't matter what happened before. It doesn't matter that you tried before, that you tried to go down this path and live this life that you wanted, and maybe you failed. But failure is just going to help you get there better. What did you learn from your failure? How did it support you? We have to rephrase everything, rewire everything. Neurons that fire together wire together. So let's reassociate these things in our life. Let's reassociate how we perceive our reality. Failing at trying is not the end of the world. It means that you have these lessons and you can get up right now, you can choose to wake up, and you can go after what you want. The universe will support you. This is the heart of the message right now. When you follow what you truly want, you follow what your heart is telling you, what your soul knows you want. And how do you find that? Your intuition, your gut feelings, what's lighting you up. Where do you find joy and where are you finding curiosity? When you follow that, like ruthlessly, like unapologetically, you just follow that no matter what other people say. They might say that you're crazy. I sold all my things in California. I bought a one-way ticket to Italy. I brought my dog. I, quit my job, and I said, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna make YouTube videos and see what happens. In the last year, we've grown this wonderful community, and it's because I felt called to do this and because this feels authentic to me. So when you follow your own authenticity and you're following your joy, your curiosity, the doors will open. When you no longer believe in the unconscious that is not in alignment with your truth, the truth of all, which is unconditional love and infinite abundance, if it's not in alignment with that, it is not real. If you look at quantum physics and you look at the quantum field, everything is happening right now. Every single potential timeline is happening right now. You can have anything that you want because it's already happening right now. And so that thing that you truly desire, that life that you truly desire, where you work maybe a couple hours a day, you get to travel, you get to do your creative projects, like creativity is the essence of our being. We are creative beings. I know people say, oh, I'm not creative. There is a creative part of you. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's, something else, painting, maybe it's something really special. There's so many different ways to be creative. And so we all have that in us. And so you have time for your creative hobbies. You get to do the things that you love. You get to just chill. You don't have to do anything. You can just be. You can lay in a hammock and stare at the trees and the leaves blowing in the breeze. And that's okay. And there's a timeline where you can do that for as long as you want because you don't have any commitments to time. You have passive income. Like, this is all possible to you. And so when you select what your soul wants, what lights you up the most, you think of like all the different possibilities that could be, and you design this perfect timeline, and you ask yourself, does this feel good? Does this feel exciting? Does this light me up? And you're like, yes, yes, yes. Could I fix it a little bit? Yeah, let's tweak it here. Let's tweak it here. Okay, you have a visualization of your chosen timeline, and then you select it with your free will. You are going to move towards it. All you have to do in the meantime is just follow your joy and follow your curiosity. And anytime somebody tries to limit you, or something tries to limit you, you say, actually, in your mind, because people might think you're crazy if you say this, but actually, I'm on my way to this other timeline. I'm already abundant. I'm already experiencing these things, because in your mind, you can wire in that it's happening right now, that you know it's happening right now, that you are abundant right now, because in your authenticity, if your authenticity is infinite abundance, then you are currently so abundant. Everything is available to you. And when you get in alignment with your authenticity by following your joy and curiosity, the abundance will come. The abundance will come. And the fear that comes up, the things that you might want to comment right now, take responsibility for it. And if you can't, then you're not ready for this message. But if you can, you get to catch what's coming up right now, and you get to observe that. Look at it right now. What stories are coming up about telling you why this isn't possible for you, why it's possible for someone else, but not you? Acknowledge that part of your subconscious and maybe choose differently if you're ready. If you actually want to live the life that you truly desire and you don't want to waste time anymore, living someone else's life. So, I hope that landed with you. Feeling a little spicy today. We have a Step here. We've got Rudy over there. Got all our other little friends. Shall we go say hi? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you don't know what to say, you can say hello to Step, or you can say hello to Rudy, the horse. He doesn't want to be called a donkey, so let's call him a horse. And do we have Ladybug over here? We do. We'll go say hi to Ladybug. So we just checked Ladybug. Today I was actually on a call with a client, but she is doing really well with her pregnancy. This is Diva. Baby Chaos has a wonderful heartbeat that we got to see in the video that they saw really on the ultrasound, but beating super nicely, super healthy baby. We're so happy about this baby. Sorry, did I scare you? Want to say hello to the people? She's like, no, get away, I'm eating hay. If you don't know what else to say, you can say long live Ladybug, because we have officially rescued Ladybug. Signed for the papers. She gets to live here forever. Her baby Chaos is coming in the spring, and I can't wait to take you guys on that journey to also learn for myself how to take care of a baby horse. It'll be so excited to show you. It will be so exciting to show you guys that timeline. So, with all that being said, if you want to sign up for my programs, I have 21 days to know your divine guidance, all about going into your heart space, talking to your angels and guides, asking for true guidance so that you can create this life of authenticity and abundance and freedom and everything that you desire. And then if you want to do 21 days to rewire your mind, that's all about creating your chosen timeline, selecting your chosen timeline, healing your nervous system, and moving into this chosen timeline where you know that anything is possible for you. This is Ultra, very sweet boy, and we also have Lady Paint there. So, with all that, I will see you tomorrow.